Hi Cancer, this is your October 2025 reading. I'm Mystica Venice and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to get started by clearing the energy with these symbols. And this just to clear our mind and hopefully get in a little deeper into the reading. How are you doing? I hope everything's well and that you're able to use the eclipse energy to transform areas of your life. And yeah, so we will kind of see with this reading how that is shaking out for you, because as you know, eclipse energy lasts, it can last up to 6 months until the next set of eclipses. But, we should be able to see a lot right now from that. Okay, so what is your position? What is Cancer's position here? Oh, got the King of Wands. And the Queen of Wands, it came in upside down. So, like, you're coming in all fire this month. Passion, maturity, success, happiness. Yeah. This is a very good place to be, Cancer. So, yeah, your growth, passion, joy. She's supposed to be the most fun queen in the deck, they say, because she's nurturing and she's outgoing and lively and joyful. So yeah, so you're coming from this place right now. That represents you. Okay, great. So let's see, what are your challenges this month? What is crossing you for the month? Oh, it's crossing Cancer. Oh. 4 Cups, stuck energy, success, like coping with success, grief. This came in upside down, so it does seem like you have overcome some grief, but that still may represent some challenges. I'm putting that in the distant past, or just not the immediate past, or anxiety, worries. 4 Cups, stuck energy, success, and you also got the Ace of Swords, which is a new perspective. I came in upside down, so it's like it's getting clarity. It's an obstacle. Getting clarity on a new perspective will be an obstacle this month. Or maybe just having a new perspective, like some information comes in, you have a new perspective on something in your life. And then let's see here. How is Cancer going to achieve their desired outcome? How are they, Cancer, going to overcome their obstacles and challenges this month? 9 of Wands, to put down the burdens. It's funny, I always call this one the releasing past mindsets. This is the card where, the wands have been up for so long, guarding, protecting. It represents perseverance and resilience, yes, but at some point, if you're not putting the wands down after the battle, it's actually stunting your growth. And so you have to put these burdens down, and so that you can start the next chapter, right? So it's an old past mindset. These burdens are past mindsets that are holding you back now. It's like you've had these walls up or these blocks up for so long, or these beliefs or burdens that, like, you don't know how to quite relax, even though it's past. So it's just kind of learning how to deal with that. Alrighty, so let me see here. Let's pull a couple oracle cards. Why don't we get one of these Wild Unknown oracle cool. Just kind of get some themes that are happening for the month. What are some themes of the month for Cancer, October 2025? What's going on with Cancer? October 2025. Oh, the King. This is interesting. Do you see this? This represents you, the King and Queen of Wands, abundance, ultimate abundance, and then you also got the King, which is like the same colors. So this speaks of like fire and passion and drive and determination, and you have this success card coming in, you know, and you're releasing these outdated mindsets and this, you know, this anxiety and this stuck energy. So this is a really fortunate period for you. Oh, that was down here. It's a very fortunate period for you coming up with the King. It's like saying that you are going to be the king of your castle, right? You are going to have that energy of like being in control of your kingdom, like you know, like to have your things sorted out, to have your everything taken care of, to like, you know, not have to run around like wild like a knight. You know, it's a much more relaxed energy because you've planned and prepared and had foresight, you know, to see like what's to come in your future, and so it doesn't take you by surprise, and so you have like planned for plan A, B, C, D, you know, and that's why you're getting this king energy, this abundance energy, and yeah, and like, yeah, it does seem that you will be having abundance coming in, but let's get into the different areas of your life and really go into the different themes. So let's see, what do we have? Because I suspect that these wands we're gonna see them again in your career. But so let's see, what does Cancer have coming in this month? What does Cancer need to know most about their family and friends for the month of October 2025? And when I say family and friends, these are like the people you spend your most time with, you know, whoever it is that you're spending your time with, whether it's your immediate family or your friends, you know, depending on where you are. Okay, so what were we going to say? Family and friends. Oh, the Emperor. This one came in upside down, but I'm going to put that one up right because we have the King and the Queens. It may be just like coming into your own. This is you're really coming into your own. Did you know that your card, the card that represents you, Cancer, is the Chariot? I would always have thought it was like something more watery, but the Cancer is like determined. They have determination and strength, and they can do anything that they set their minds to. So it appears like you're having like some brilliant successes here with this new perspective or mindset that you're allowing in. That was too many, but you did also get the Ace of Wands, which is the beginning of a new passion. Oh, and the World, which is like the end of a chapter. Actually got the Tower. So this is in your family and friends. You may be changing a little bit, and you got the Six of Cups upside down, the Five of Wands. So I suspect there is some like resistance in your, or something, either some friction at the end of a chapter in the Tower. And then they're getting the Six of Wands upside down. I mean the Six of Cups upside down and the Five of Wands. It kind of seems like there's been some upset, you know, and the Six of Cups represents harmony and it's upside down and happy memories. And the Five of Wands is like challenges and arguments that build up. So let's see. You also have in there the Hangman and the Star upside down. Let's turn those up right so you can see them. And so this talks about also, again, the hangman represents new perspective, seeing things in a new way. In this card, you can see that, there's a pentacle here, a gold coin, and this guy thinks he lost all his money because it's hanging upside down. But it turns out that Crow actually returned his coin, and so if he just, get up, he could get a new perspective and see that his coin is still there. So, and the star, that's the healing card. This is a card of like going to refill your cups in the spiritual waters, under the moonlight, and like this is about restoring your energy, um, healing, using your intuition, purifying yourself, like after this healing time, this tower, this argument. So you are on the mend here and getting this new perspective, like the Hanged Man. What else is here? Okay, so let me see if we can, maybe we'll clarify a couple of these, see what's really going on here. Okay, so why did Cancer get the Emperor here? Oh, I mean, you know why you got the Emperor. You're just strong, determined, all of that. What's this tower about? Can you tell me more about this tower, the moment that Cancer had or is having? You got the Knight of, what's the Empress's Wands? The Knight of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Hierophant upside down. There was like some passion that went sideways. Like a passion that was not acted on because this is upside down. It was a passion or a passion that these are both upside down. Well, no, the Ace of Imps was not upside down, but I'm feeling this is a passion that like fizzled out, right? And it came to the end of a chapter, and the good memory, the good times, like the harmony wasn't there anymore. And there were some arguments, the healing, the hangman, and then the Hierophant upside down. It's like you're coming into like this spiritual time due to this change perspective you have from the healing work that you've done, because of this tower. I'm not getting that much information on this tower, but it implies that it's in the past. So like something that may have happened in the last couple of months, weeks, days. You probably know what this tower is. If not, drop it in the comments. But so yeah, you're doing a lot of healing. This is a healing time, and you're gonna have success in that healing. The stuck energy and anxiety, like staying up at night worrying, is over. This is really good. It's really good. So let's see what else is going on for you. Work, career, and finances. Let's see how work is going. I kind of feel like doing love here since we just did family, because to see more of what that is. So what's going on for Cancer and love right now? What is going on for, that's so many, that's too many. Sometimes I feel like they're not specific enough when they fall out like that. Okay, so what's going on for Cancer in love in October 2025? Definitely this one. You're coming into your Nine of Pentacles era, like you're really, showing up for yourself, taking care of yourself, like you are having, like this is your glow up card. You have a lot to offer. You come with a lot to offer, and a lot of growth, a lot of balance. Looks like fun. All right, what else in love? And if this is not, if you don't feel this is you, this could be somebody coming into your life. Can always, the tables can always be turned on these card positions. But I feel that's you. What else? Ah, the magician. So you have the ability to transform these energies or any energies uh, to like be successful in love. Or this could be the person that you're meeting. Like what a pair that is, right? Who is that? You know, a magician is an alchemist, and they in this card they in all the cards they have like each element. They have the air for the wand, water cup. Oh no, air sword. Yeah, they have all of them in the pentacle. And this guy, he's painting the infinity on. So like, there's like and then you have the King of Swords upside down. There's somebody that you're waiting on a message from. This magician, maybe. Um, or these are just, if these represent you, these are all aspects of yourself. Like you've transformed your energy from this healing time period in the beginning of October here, and then you transform it with energy and like the abundance. Um, but the King of Swords upside down. It's like you keep it to yourself. You like not telling everybody what's going on. You don't need to be blabbing um, about your personal relationships, or yeah, I would say that yeah, you're being very private about it. Oh, jeez. Ten of Swords, Four of Swords. So, like, yeah, you're just done, playing it, the way I think maybe in the past, maybe like you were, the Knight of Swords, always like being, the active pursuer, and you're done with that because now you're the Nine of Pentacles, and then you got Four of Swords. So this is a time of like rest and recovery, and that's probably why you're keeping to yourself and not talking to a lot of people. What else is here? Yeah, this is too many cups. Got the Wheel of Fortune. So you have the ability to turn this around real quick with the Magician here. I mean, come on, and patience. So, but I feel like this is going to be pretty quick glow up for you. So, yeah, you've got like, this is in your love section. This is really, really amazing. So, like, yeah, I would definitely be, yeah, I would be looking or figuring out who this person is. But it says to take your patience, I guess just keep your eyes peeled. This can also be you, like I said, transforming your life. You can be both this Empress-like Nine of Pentacles and the Magician, and this King of Swords that is like knowledgeable and, polite and their words are powerful. Their words have power, you know. And look, it's on your side, you just have to wait, get through this healing, but you're not gonna go back to the way the old you are now like, this is who you are now, You're not going back to this energy, right? She's healing. She's like upset. She's, you know, coming out of a painful period. All right. I feel like that doesn't need clarifying. And let's see. Let's pull a few cards about your health, vitality, and spirituality. What's going on with Cancer's health? The moon. Use your intuition. You know what? It's saying that there's some things coming to light. So I would say, if you haven't had a physical, it's a good time to do that. Just get everything checked. But to like, it's also saying to like, uh, be intuitive. Like, listen to your body. When your body, if it's listen to when it wants good healthy foods, or when you're feeling sluggish and you want to exercise and like do that. It's saying to like listen to all those things. Yeah, the moon came in for your health. So like, is there something that you've been hiding from yourself? It's time to shine a light on those things in your health that you've like not wanted to look at, right? Okay, and then what about spirituality? What does Cancer have? What card for Cancer spirituality? You're juggling a lot? Ooh, okay. So it's like you're being playful with it. You're like taking on more responsibility, but it's like still fun. Uh, he actually is not smiling, but it's still fun because the juggling represents playfulness, but it's also like you gotta juggle some things. Let me see how that Ace of Cups upside down. So it's like it's this new passion that you're getting into, but it's like you have a lot to juggle. Maybe you feel like you don't have enough time to like spend on it. And then the Six of Pentacles is a balance of equity, balancing the scales. Yeah, it kind of just feels like you feel like you don't have time for it, or maybe like that your spiritual practice costs a lot of money. But it's not like that. You can always find ways, um, whatever spiritual practice you do to like try and start with small little bits, 5 minutes here or there before in the morning when you wake up, at night before you go to sleep. Let me pull a clarifier on that. What else about Cancer's spirituality? Oh, Magician again. It's like you're just really like changing. You're making the most. Ace of Cups again. So yeah, it's just like repeating itself. And then the Hermit, which is like going within to find the secret mystery, the source of the secret mystery within. It's like taking that time to find, truth. But the truth is in the contemplation. He finds it because he's contemplating alone, right? Um, so it's like, yeah. Yeah, so this, it's like you're passionate about this, and you're gonna find ways to add more of this into your life for whatever that means for you. Yeah, that's wonderful. That's really really nice. This is pretty smooth. Like I'm really excited for you in your family and love section. So much going on. Oh, oh, the this says you're starting a brand new adventure, right? A brand new adventure. It's like you're at the beginning of the path now, and like you get to choose which way to go. Obviously, because you are the magician, you get to choose which way your new path is. Because also because you're the king, right? So it's like you get to choose which direction, and it's gonna be fun. And you're losing the burdens. Where was that? Nine of Wands, dropping the burdens. Oh, right. And now he's just got one stick with everything he owns right there. But it reminds you to leap before you look still. But getting ready for this new adventure. All right, so let's see what else we have. Do we do work, career, finance? No, we skipped it. Okay, work, career, finance. What's going on in work and career and finance? Oh, okay. this has got to be what this new adventure is about. The Ten of Cups is like emotional fulfillment in your career. The Queen of Swords, like using diplomacy and like, you know, tactfulness. This is somebody that can use their intellect to cut through manipulations and the BS, the drama. They could like see a situation clearly for what it is very quickly. So it's like it's saying you're a good negotiator. You're like, you know, smart in business. That's why you have this, you know, Ten of Cups, emotionally fulfilled. It also says you have like the upper hand. That's the Seven of Wands, and it's saying that you're like, you know, it doesn't have to be so combative, but it's like you've, you know, fended these people off, and now like you're above them, uh, and so it's like a good position of defense. And then you also got Karma, which is the Justice card, and this talks about like the scales of justice being balanced. And I see this as a really good thing because it's saying like maybe you have had to like fight off competitors, but you know, you found the emotional fulfillment, and you know, you become the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Communication and Knowledge, and been able to fend off your attackers. And like, you know, karma always comes balanced again, so it comes into harmony. This is such a good reading. Let me pull, yeah, I don't really think we need any clarifiers on that. You know, let me pull some messages, some advice from the oracles. Let me see here. I think I'll do a water. Is this one? This is Rebecca Campbell, and this is her water oracle deck. It's really, really beautiful. So let's see, do we have any advice for Cancer this month? Advice for Cancer? What's some advice for Cancer? Pink Dolphin, celebration, fun, unbridled joy, open heart. So unbridled joy, celebration, fun. You know, like saying to enjoy this time, you have to like take time to enjoy like these little wins. You know, because it's the little joys that make up all of the days of our life. And so like we need to like pat ourselves on the back when we have come through like these dark, you know, times, like, or you know, it's just like we need to be more compassionate with ourselves and like award ourselves when we, you know, have done something nice. Like really just take the time, let's see, to celebrate and have fun, not take life so seriously. Let's see here. Oh, this is Planetary Wave, Soul Mission, Trust the Inner Call, Soul Team. All right. So yeah, you know, it's like you are going somewhere with your Fool card, and you're gonna, you know, this is like your calling. You know what we're saying? It's like it's just, I feel like it's quite spiritual calling with all this healing and the change of perspective, and it's gonna lead you down this new adventure, and it's like what, you know, you're meant to do. And this can come at, and you know, as little or as big, you know, this is a big collective of cancers here, and so this is going to hit everybody a little bit differently, but I think you'll see some of these energies. I think all of you will see some of these energies, and some will relate to more parts of it, and others to other parts of it. So yeah, I also do private readings, you know, send me a message for that, or I'll be putting up a link tree soon and put that into the bio. So yeah, thank you so much, Gemini. This was a wonderful reading. Have an excellent October and have fun. Happy holiday, happy Halloween early, and we'll see you next time. All right, thanks. Bye.